LinkedIn ads, are they worth it? Let's take a look. They're expensive, no two ways about it. You can go on Facebook, run an ad campaign, and you can get clicks through to your website from as little as a few pence up to around £1 is the average these days. Whereas LinkedIn, getting a click through to your website from one of those ads will take you maybe £5 up to £8, even £10. That's a lot. So are you getting value for money? Let's take an example and compare Facebook and LinkedIn and see which one may suit you better. Let's say you're the MD of a mental health and wellbeing company and you want to get in front of HR managers and directors of UK companies over 250 employees that are in the fast-moving consumer good and construction industries, for example. On Facebook, you would be able to narrow down your audience as follows. So you could get an age range. So let's say most managers and directors are 35, 40 plus. So you'd go from 35, say, up to 65, for example. And let's say you make an assumption that most HR managers and directors you'd be talking to are women, so you decide to direct the ad just to women. Apologies to all men for that awful generalisation I've just made. It's just for illustration purposes. Then you narrow it down in front of HR managers and directors by putting in job titles into Facebook. Sometimes they register, sometimes they don't. You could say anyone that's interested in human resources. You could say anyone that's interested in the FCMG industry or construction. It's quite wide, but it will get you in front of a much more defined audience than putting an ad in a national newspaper, for example. Compare that with LinkedIn, where you can say to the LinkedIn advertising platform, I want to advertise to people in the UK, in the construction and FCMG industry, in a company of over 250 employees, who have the following job titles: Director of HR, Human Resources Director, you name it, and LinkedIn will come up with all the different permutations to make sure you get it in front of the right people. It's hyper targeted. You know, like Facebook ad allows you to get it down to there, LinkedIn allows you to get it right to there, exactly in front of your potential decision makers. And that's why you pay so much money for those clicks through. So whereas on Facebook you might get 5,000 clicks through, but only 5 people will actually download something, on LinkedIn you may only target it at effectively 200 people, but a third of those would come across to your website and download what you've got to offer. The most important thing if you're going to consider doing LinkedIn advertising though, is that you can't just send them to your website willy-nilly. Oh, that's a really unprofessional word to use, isn't it? Oh, we'll go with it. You've got to have a compelling reason to send them to your website. What are you going to give them? It's compelling enough in the copy to make them want to go across. So for example, this MD of this mental health and wellbeing company, he could offer to give away a whole mental health framework for corporates. So it just allows people to have a starting block for building their own system. And just because you're giving away something and you think, oh no, they'll be able to do it themselves then, I promise you most people don't. I give away an awful lot of social media advice. How many people actually implement it? Not many. And how many people will actually come and pay me to then come in and help them do it? Quite a lot. It'll be exactly the same for you. So you need a compelling offer, something that usually that they can download from their website, that you can ask for their email address from. I hope that helps. Until next time, bye.